The headlines screamed with excitement and intrigue. Russia had a new fifth-generation fighter jet. It was stealthy, it was affordable, it was aimed squarely at the export market. But is the Sukhoi Su-75 Checkmate truly the game-changing weapon its creators claim? Or a carefully constructed piece of marketing, high-tech mock-up to generate buzz and secure funding? The story of the Checkmate sits at the intersection of military technology, international politics, and the powerful art of the sales pitch. It forces a question: what is real, and what is merely for show? The world got its first look in July 2021. At the MAX International Air Show, a showcase for Russia's aerospace industry. United Aircraft Corporation, parent of Sukhoi, led the presentation. From the start, they made bold claims. Not just another fighter, this was a lightweight, single-engine tactical jet, pitched to compete with America's F-35 at a fraction of the cost. The message: Russia was back with cutting-edge fighters for the world. They touted open architecture systems for easy customization, top speed around Mach 1.8, combat radius of 1,500 kilometers, over 7 tons of weapons capacity, and advanced stealth characteristics. Framed as a private venture by Sukhoi and UAC, with the clear backing and promotional muscle of the Russian state. Designed explicitly for export, with an ambitious schedule, first flight as early as 2023, deliveries by 2026, raising as many questions as answers. One of its biggest selling points: stealth capability. Stealth means staying out of enemy sensors. Shaping helps, angled surfaces, chiseled fuselage, internal weapons bays, all aimed at reducing radar cross-section, RCS. But true stealth needs RAM coatings, precise tolerances, and exhaust masking. The 2021 display was a model, without production skin, engine, or finished avionics. Analysts flagged elements that could compromise stealth. A conventional nozzle suggests higher rear radar and infrared signature than on F-35 or F-22. Achieving stealth-level precision is difficult and expensive. Can it be mass-produced to that standard at a low price point? Myth: a fully realized stealth rival to the F-35. Reality: a design with stealth shaping, not yet proven all-aspect low observable. Final stealth depends on materials, precision construction, engine and sensors. Until a production prototype is measured, treat stealth claims with skepticism. An aircraft is nothing without its engine. Checkmate's power plant is debated and uncertain. Plan: a single Izdeliye 30, also intended for the Su-57. One engine lowers cost, weight, and maintenance complexity, ideal for export. Izdeliye 30 promises more thrust, better efficiency, longer life. Advertised: Mach 1.8, 16.5 km ceiling, 1,500 km combat range. That range implies deep strike without refueling. Problem: the Izdeliye 30 isn't ready. Development has been slow, with repeated delays. Even Su-57s are delivered with interim engines. Testing and certification aren't complete. Airframe finalization is hard when engine performance is uncertain. Mass and dimension still in flux. Timelines slip. If Izdeliye 30 misses targets, the aircraft risks being heavier, slower, shorter-ranged, or forced to use an interim engine, undermining fifth-gen status. A fighter's lethality is defined as much by its brain as its brawn. Checkmate is marketed with advanced sensors and avionics. An AESA radar, tracking multiple targets and resistant to jamming. Tech from Su-57 likely adapted in smaller form. Complemented by 360-degree optical and infrared coverage for awareness. A panoramic glass cockpit consolidates flight, sensors, and weapons. A single customizable interface reduces workload. Advertised: advanced EW and an AI co-pilot for navigation, target ID, and tactical decisions. Internal bays preserve stealth. Projected to carry up to 5 missiles in the main bay. External hardpoints lift total payload beyond 7,000 kilograms. Likely weapons from Russia's inventory: R-77M, guided bombs, anti-ship missiles. But integrating AESA, sensor fusion, and reliable AI is complex and costly. Russia has progressed, but historically lags the West. Myth: F-35-like suite at rollout. Reality: this will be among the toughest, most time-consuming tasks. UAC laid out an aggressive timeline after the 2021 reveal. Multiple prototypes were planned for flight and ground testing. First flight in 2023, deliveries by 2026 to 27. That flight deadline passed without a prototype in the air. Reports shifted expectations to 2025 or later. Standing up production, supply chains, and skilled teams takes time and money. As a private venture, outside investment or an export partner was key. Without firm orders, finances look thin. War pressures economy and industry, pulling focus from long-term projects. Myth: fast-tracked 5-year fighter. Reality: delays, funding uncertainty, sanctions, strain. Some parts exist, but progress appears slow. A busy line churning out checkmates remains a distant prospect. Survival may hinge on a major export deal. The Su-75 was born as an export product. Unlike earlier Russian fighters, it targets international buyers from the start. Its philosophy: low-cost, customizable avionics, single-engine simplicity, stealth appeal. Russian teams court buyers: Middle East, Southeast Asia, Africa, Latin America. The pitch: under $30 million for stealth, advanced sensors, and high performance. A compelling proposition for air forces with aging fleets. Potential customers have been floated, but firm commitments are elusive. Showcased at global expos to convert interest into orders. Competition is fierce. Buying jets is a decades-long commitment. Political risk and U.S. sanctions can deter buyers. Myth: a queue of eager buyers. Reality: interest exists, but delays, funding questions, and geopolitics complicate a launch order. The Su-75 enters a crowded field. Key peers include F-35, China's J-20, and advanced 4th-gen fighters. The F-35 is mature. Over 1,000 built global operators, combat-proven. By contrast, Checkmate has not flown. China's J-20 isn't exported, but FC-31, conceptually similar, aims at cost-conscious buyers and may be further along. Advanced 4th-gen jets remain practical, reliable, and widely supported. Lower complexity can beat unproven stealth in many budgets. Myth: it easily outclasses older jets and rivals F-35. Reality: an awkward middle ground, unproven against F-35 and squeezed by capable 4th-gen on cost and reliability. Headline price: $25 to $30 million, is the core of the pitch. It undercuts F-35 and rivals 4th-gen options. But procurement is just the tip. Lifecycle costs dominate. Fuel, maintenance, spares, software, training, over decades, add up fast. Stealth coatings and complex avionics are costly to sustain. A new engine and advanced sensors need robust supply chains, complicated by sanctions. Risk: cheap to buy, expensive to fly, hurting readiness if parts lag. Myth: a cheap stealth fighter. Reality: total cost of ownership is a major unknown and could be the deal-breaker. The Su-75 is immensely ambitious, Russia's bid to reassert in the global fighter market. The central myth: a ready-to-go F-35 competitor for the masses. Design includes stealthy shaping, internal bays, a powerful engine, and customizable avionics. Exactly what many developing nations want. But facts: early-stage program facing technical, financial, and geopolitical hurdles. Key tech is still in development, and schedules have slipped. Funding seems contingent on an export partner. Low-cost claims draw skepticism. What matters next? A genuine prototype's first flight. Then, secure a launch customer and co-development partner.